Good morning. Welcome back to Sending Ravens. It's pretty chilly here in Calgary. Fall is definitely here. Let's have a look. See what we got. Ooh, the Fool. The Fool and the King of Wands. Okay, coming from the Star. So somebody asked what this layout was, and I have mentioned it a few times, but it's called a kachina knife, and it's very direct. The reason they call it that is because it's a really sharp knife. So in other words, when you want to cut to the chase on something, and I teach it in all my classes, and I am going to try to get the classes up online. Well, no, we're going to get the classes up online. Guy and I, we're going to work on that, okay? And also I wanted to mention, Guy and I are not partners. So some people call him my husband. He's not my husband. Yeah, he's my very good friend. But yeah, we're not together. He's younger than me. Not that that would make a difference. But by about, 7 or 8 years, I think. Anyway, we are good friends. Maybe even 10 years. Yeah, I think it's something like 10 years. Can't remember exactly. But yeah, we've been friends and we're colleagues. We even had a big falling out and I didn't speak to him for years. That's a whole nother story. And we got over it. I got over it. And now we're really good friends. So it's quite fascinating that we're even doing this together, what we do. Guy on the other channel, The Tarot by Janine, which, by the way, is really exciting today's. So you better go check that out. You better go check it out. Yeah. Okay, so, and I think it's coming out in about an hour after maybe this one comes out. So here we've got the Fool. So we are the Fool. So that's us today, because in this layout, this first card down always represents the querent, otherwise known maybe the client who's asking the question or the person asking the question. Oh, if you're doing it for yourself, this would be yourself in the context of what? In other words, what are you asking about? And so in this case, we're going, this is us and our day, because we do this daily and we ask about what's going on today. The past is what led to and gives you a clue how you got to where you're sitting. Okay? So it's like your higher self just picks something to talk about, because of course all kinds of things can happen in a day, but this is just something to notice, and it might make sense to somebody or some people out there, which is what we're after, right? We're after something for us to, get some guidance on. Now, I want you to notice before I start, we have 3 aces. Unbelievable, very rare. There's only 4 aces in a deck, and we just laid out 7 cards and we have 3 of the aces. That's crazy, right? A card deck is 78 cards in a tarot deck. Okay, and there's only 4 aces and we have 3 of them in 7 card layout. So that is very rare. Okay, just so you know. And these are major arcanas, and how you tell the difference here is you got the Roman numeral, in this case 0, and the Fool. You have a title and a Roman numeral, title and a Roman numeral. So that's the Moon, that's 18 in Roman numerals. And the Star, okay? And then if you notice, this ace only says the Ace of Swords. It doesn't have a Roman numeral. And this is a court card, which only has the name of which court it's talking about, which court member, I guess. So King of Wands. See that Ace of Cups? So there's only 2 major arcanas with a number and a title. Now, the whole idea of a major arcana, so there's from 0 to 21 major arcana cards. So that's 22 major arcanas. Okay, and they're all archetypal, like the Fool, the Star. And they talk about different archetypes, and they're very energetically, They're big energy. So it's about karmic situations, shifts, and things that could take a year to work through. Wow. Betty seems to want to go out. Hang on. Oh, we're going to have to do through the... Hopefully you don't see the dust bunnies here. Hey, Betty. How's it going? What's up? Of course. Oh, that's my son's size 12 feet. Of course. She's been out several times. And she just decided she needed to go out. Again, you know how kitties are. There we go. Okay, where were we? So major arcanas are heavy hitters and sort of have big energy, and they could be talking about karmic or life-changing situations or things you can't avoid. Once a major arcana shows up and it's talking about something in your cards, it's going to happen. So your best bet is, and your best way around it, is to just find a way to think about it that works. Does that make sense? Like, when major arcana show up, something's already been created. But when it's all minor arcana, so these are minor arcanas, you could still change things. So when the reader reads and she sees major arcanas, she needs to talk, or he needs to talk about it in a way that now you're just helping people deal with something that's already been created. But when there's minor arcanas, you can look into, how you could get around that if a person doesn't like what they're hearing. Yeah, so that, layers and layers. To be a good reader, layers and layers of information. And it takes years and years and years to really be good. And I'm not kidding. It took me years to be any good at this. And I've been doing it for 32 years, 34 years, something like that. Okay, so the Fool is us. So we are, and the Fool is, so we might have woke up without too many plans today, some of us, or feeling like we're free and anything could happen, because that's kind of a freedom and living in the moment kind of card, the Fool. When it's well aspected, it feels like it lives in the moment, right? So not really having a plan, and a little less sort of encumbered today than usual, maybe, or feeling like we could just throw things off and change plans, maybe feeling a little less structured today than usual, or maybe we're always like that, right? Something like that. Or we have an unexpected amount of freedom today, which, maybe our structure loosened up a little, which definitely is the case for me. It's a Saturday and I actually have very few readings, right? But then I have a big party tonight. I go at 9:00 in the evening and stay till midnight at this really cool function we do every year. And it's outdoors, even though it's cold here. We just have tents with heaters in them. Anyway, it's going to be really fun, and a whole bunch of other readers go. 9 of us. Oh man, it's going to be a blast. Every year I see those same 9 readers. It's so much fun. Our colleagues, right? We don't always meet, except this yearly thing really helps. Okay, so we're the Fool. We woke up. We kind of got maybe we're even feeling slightly excited about the day, because now in the context of, so the King of Wands, so we might have a function to do or something fun. And I just told you what my fun function was. And does anyone else have something going on? Maybe there's a social fun, because this guy can be social fun, have a good sense of humor. Maybe you have a date tonight. Maybe you have a date with your partner. Maybe you and your partner or a friend have a fun activity to do, right? And see that ace. And if you don't already, maybe you're open to it. Maybe you're open to that, which would be exciting, right? Okay, so the past is the Star. So the Star, so healing, loving, and being in a really good... I feel like the people that are watching this channel are really working on themselves, because that's a lot of self-work went into getting to this place even of feeling this way today. I feel like this took a lot of work, and things have been hard in the past, and it's created us to be somehow in need of healing and self-love, which I think just life does that. Okay, and we have been working on that, and now we're we have this sort of blessed day, it feels like, or some exciting plan. And it's time to enjoy all the hard work that brought us to this wonderful place to even be able to enjoy life, right? Seeing life in a beautiful, enjoyable way. I love the outcome. Ace of Wands. So something unexpected, creative, inspiring, even something sexy, an attraction, something like that, is going to come out of. So going out or being social somehow is a really good idea today, because something kind of exciting, and maybe even if it's a work function or a party that could have work colleagues involved or potential sort of clients or something, I feel like that could, if you that's the kind of function you're going to, we could be talking about just work inspired sort of creative things being offered, right? Because aces offer something. That ace says something exciting comes out of having the freedom to say yes to a social event. Okay, if you were invited to something or know of something you could be attending, you should do it. You better believe it, because something really good's going to come out of it. And this is a popularity card, or it could even be talking about you personally will feel good about the evening either way, or the day, right? And that Ace of Cups, it opens you up. It's very creative. You could even meet somebody if you're single, or if you're partnered and your partner's going along, it could be a really nice connection and enjoying a really nice evening with a partner, because an Ace of Cups can be about love and open-heartedness. And that Ace of Wands is definitely intriguing for sure, if not downright sexy, if not at least inspired. Wow. So send in your ravens on that note and really enjoy whatever happens today. Sounds exciting.